This ain't gonna be no long review, y'all. This episode was boring to me. Potomac, y'all need to step it up big time. Potomac, my God. Okay. Let me see what does he remember, my God. I mostly just remember it was boring. Um, Katie meets with another old white guy and somebody who she knew back in her modeling days, and they're sitting and talking, and basically he's grilling her and all up in her damn business. What are you doing now? And I think he's trying to get her to get back into modeling or somehow. It's been 10 years since she modeled for I think she modeled for like a bridal magazine. Um and I guess he was kind of the founder of the magazine or worked with her and somehow, whatever. The photographer, whatever. And they're talking and chit chatting it up. Then he mentions the fact that okay, you got three beautiful kids, you got the philanthropic family. Your mom is very powerful in this community, yada yada, etc., etc. Reads. And but one thing you don't have is a man. Oop! I was like, damn, white people just say anything these days, don't they? And so that's and she was just like, yeah, I don't, well, I'm with a guy, I'm engaged, I think his name is Arnold, and this and that, she's putting on a whole front, she's doing it for the vine, and don't nobody even say that no more. And she's just, she knows for a fact that she's gonna get married, and that this man is gonna marry her, and that's just it, and she has to put on this front and do this whole moment. I don't understand that at all. Let's just get Katie right on out the way. um Katie, and we're gonna call him Arnold. I think his name is Arnold, her man. And the new girl Ashley and her man. They all meet up and have a moment. They're all excited. Interracial dating, yay! Let's dip it into it. Um, and they're talking back and forth. And Katie's man Arnold, he has a little bit of shade in him. They mentioned the girls, and Ashley mentioned how Gizelle called her a thought, and how she didn't appreciate that, and she didn't think that she was a thought, or had thought like behavior, and none of that. And so she was just, shocked by the whole name calling thing. And the guy was just like, yeah, well, what's worse than Giselle is Sister Karen. She was like, she's older, she's on Xanax, she's pompous, she's stuck up, all that. I was like, damn, he can read, and he seems pretty accurate. Karen is everything and more. So they have a little moment, and she's having a whiskey party where and Ashley, she's a brown liquor drinker, so I know she can go. And then she's having her own whiskey line or whatever, and opening up a restaurant and all this, and she invited the girls and yada yada. Speaking of Karen, Karen and their and her husband, the Black Bill Gates, is basking in the glory of their youngest child, possibly leaving the home soon. They see the girl, she's going off to prom. She definitely looks like Karen to me. Just a little chocolate version. And she has a little white boy, and Karen mentions that about interracial dating in Potomac is normal. And so I don't know. I think with so many, basically Potomac is made up of white people and a few colors like sprinkled in for decoration. And so, I mean, you don't really have a choice. Really, it's not like it's a plethora of people that's your same race that's around in Potomac, to my understanding. But whatever. To each his own. Love is love. I don't really care. Um, love is love. If it wasn't for interracial dating, my biggest musical inspiration, Mariah Carey, wouldn't be here. So, I mean, hey, I do truly do believe that love is love and all that good stuff. Um, and you can't help who you like and who you love and who you attracted to, all that good stuff. Because this is what wasn't my job. Child. But I just don't like Katie's type of behavior. No, people who exhibit a little bit of self-hate, people who think that they're better because they got this person that's another race on their arm. Does that make sense, y'all? Just love who you want to love, do you, but don't turn your back, so to speak, on your race. Hashtag Stacy Dash. Let's open this discussion up if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. If y'all don't, hit me up in the comments and all that. Also, if I got Katie's man wrong, hit me up in the comments. His Katie's man name wrong, hit me up in the comments. So let's see. So they're watching their daughter. She's going off to prom. Yada yada yada. She definitely looked her age. Karen looked older in this episode than she did in the first two episodes. So I was like, girl, you sitting there trying to read people with that yucky, tragic, trashy hair, sis. Don't do that. No, that hair was fresh out the pack. Fresh out the pack, guys. All right. Let's see. Um, Gizelle and Karen meet up. They have a moment. Karen suggests that next time, it'd be in Giselle's best interest if she not include both Charisse and herself in the same moment going up against Gizelle. She just said that was a bad idea and you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have put me and Charisse in the same setting. And um Gizelle was just like, here we go. Once again, Karen making suggestions, giving unsolicited advice. Just, telling me what to do again. But she's a mom. I mean, come on. She's like 100. So she knows everything. So of course it's just gonna come quick and she's, gonna be unapologetic for it. Speaking of Rihanna, um, have y'all got her new album? I know a lot of people got it for free in that whole moment. They darling, she got leaked. All those moments. But that song work. Y'all know I'm random, hey. I mean it is what it is. Mr. Chulake. So anyway, let's get back to this boring ass episode. So basically, Karen and Gizelle just hugged it out. Oh, we're both grown women in etiquettes and Potomac's and etiquettes. All right. So let's see. Am I missing everything? Robyn, boring, but I like her. Robyn with a Y. She's her and her man. She um released to the world the information that her and her man have had some financial issues with the stock market crash and the whole recession and all those moments. He used to play for a basketball team. Now I believe he wants to be a coach for a team. And they still separated but living together, sleeping together, waking up together, being bothered with their kids together. It's just real. When this whole thing, I just I'm concerned with Robyn because if this whole thing don't work out with her and her husband or ex-husband or whatever, her husband, if all this don't work out, the kids are gonna be really like hurt by this because y'all are putting on this picture and painting this family portrait. We look pretty happy. Shouts out to Pink. That y'all are still together, everything is good, y'all still married, y'all still meshing, y'all still dipping it and doing it, and y'all ain't hitting on shit like that. Robyn very much so said that her guard is up, she's guarded about this whole thing, and you don't really know what he's doing. He's off away, with his little basketball gigs. So it's just like I don't know. But basically he's trying to make the decision on whether or not to leave and all that. The next episode is gonna be a little bit juicy. Because Ashley's gonna get a little messy, so we'll see that. So far I'm liking Ashley. I think she's dope. She's cool. She's, anybody who's chill and just whatever down to earth, I can rock with. But I love Gizelle, but I do think Giselle's a little bit envious of Ashley, new hot girl coming out, coming to town, coming to Potomac, without a pedigree of etiquettes. All right, Karen, Ashley, Karen, Ashley, Charisse, and Katie. Katie and Ashley, they trying on bathing suits for Raven, which is Karen's daughter, and I don't know, I guess they're going somewhere or whatever. They trying them on and yawn. All right, so let's get to the whole whiskey scene. Ashley invited all the girls. Ashley invites all the girls to like this whole little redneck side of town. Well, they don't do nothing but just drink down in the cupboard and just drink like the Indians used to back in the day. And all the girls just like, what the hell did I Gizelle finna fall coming down the steps. They talking about as soon as they came in, Gizelle was like, they told her ass to, darling, exceed to the basement. She was like, the basement? I'm seeing her Gucci down in the basement. Gucci on everything, okay? So they going down to the basement and they talk and they just giving shots, and she's having them try different alcohol that she's thinking about using, and most of them was nasty, I'm sure. Um, Karen is not a brown drinker. Really, none of the ladies are brown drinking type of sisters except for what's the child's name? Ashley. But she already disclosed that information at the beginning. But anyway, so they sitting and talking, and you know they bring up the whole thing of Gizelle and Charisse and Karen and Gizelle disrespecting uh Charisse's home, bringing the guy and all that, and Charisse was just very defensive. Oh, I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it. Gizelle was like, "Look, if I said to you, if you have an issue with anything, let me know. If I offended you in any type of way by doing anything, I apologize." I don't necessarily remember Gizelle saying that, but y'all let me know in the comments if she did. But and you know, Ashley bring up the fact that Gizelle called her a thought and how she didn't appreciate that, and she was just like, "I'm not a thought, or I'm not a whore. You know, I'm not sleeping with anybody. I'm not sleeping with Robyn. I was just humping her. I got drunk." You know, Robyn wasn't offended by it, so Gizelle, I don't think you should have been offended by it, but maybe, you know, there's a little green-eyed monster like my hat, maybe a little greener. And Gizelle looked like she didn't want to apologize. She went on ahead and apologized. That also brought on Charisse apologizing to Gizelle. They hugged it out and had a moment. That was pretty much the ending of the episode, except for Katie. Katie and her man goes out to this event, this uppity philanthropic event, and the guys and the girls that was at the event, the couples that are linked up, married with 14 kids, asking her when is she gonna get married, and she didn't school Arnold on the cue card. She was just like, Arnold, you supposed to say this, and he was getting dressed before you know, before they got to an event. So she was just like, okay, you supposed to say this, babe. You listen, babe. And he was just like, you know, he wasn't listening. He was getting ready for the event. And so he didn't have his script memorized. And so when the lady asked, are y'all engaged? She looked up at him like, what you gonna say? And he was just like, not yet. Bad idea. You know, Katie, she has this image to uphold. You know, we're in Potomac. This is about image and money. My family is very wealthy and very philanthropic and well known in the community and etiquettes. Oh Lord, they are annoying. So Katie get back to the bed. They get back home and Katie was like, "Look, do my hair like Katie did on 50 Shades of Grey. Do my hair how you know he kind of fixed her hair, whatever, and this and that." And he was just like, I ain't never touched sister girl's hair, and you know the plait fell apart. It was just a mess. So they laid on the bed. I didn't know that Katie's man was that old. He's like 40 something. She basically asking him why we ain't, you know, are you thinking about kids? You thinking about marrying me? I need to know what's up. He was just like, look, you rushing shit, and I agree. Just chill out. Even though he's older and he don't have any children, I believe, and you got three. Like, just chill out and let that man do him. You can't pressure a man to do anything, Katie. You looking real desperate and annoying, and let's just add into the list of why I don't really rock with you like that. And so, you know, but we'll see. And that was pretty much this episode, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, Mr. Chalaki, all the good stuff. I'll put all my information in the bottom bar below. All right, bye.